Welcome.
Hey, welcome, man. Good morning.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Throwing, Mayfield. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Buccaneers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. And now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
This will be caught at about the 5. Only a yard on the completion. It's second and goal. And so far, a very nice, methodical opening drive.
This has the feel of a scripted drive that they rehearsed perfectly all week long, and now they're executing it on game day.
Script looks good so far. They'll bring a tight end in motion. And again, it's Mayfield. And that is incomplete here.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. But that was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Here's Mayfield. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And this one is right through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Throwing now is Daniels. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
2nd and 10. To throw is Daniels. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. Terry.
Scary Terry. Bombs away.
And the Commanders are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Escaping a tackler at the 25. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They'll stay on the ground with Irving. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. To throw, Mayfield. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Hello.
Blitz came there from the inside, and there just wasn't much resistance.
Hey, what's up, E?
That means that defensively, they timed it up perfectly and matched up perfectly. They drew all the blockers to the other guys, left a free runner back to the quarterback, and you know what a free runner turns into?
What?
A free hitter.
Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Commanders offense and Terry McLaurin headed back onto the field. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a
I reckon you should play online more.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Yeah, I have, and I will again. But right now I'm just doing all the simulation of the playoff games. So after the playoffs, finish the Super Bowl, yeah, I'll probably be online more.
And this one's incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Like, comment, subscribe, and share. Who you think gonna win the Super Bowl?
Of course, the best team in the league, the Eagles.
To the air goes Daniels. That is caught. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown.
The thing I don't like about playing online, sometimes people quit on you in the middle of the game. You don't get the chance to finish the game. That's why I don't like playing online sometimes.
Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
But I hope we get that rematch from a couple years ago against the Chiefs. So I'm hoping Eagles-Chiefs.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So out come the Bucs now. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Mayfield to throw it. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back.
My bad, my Sean. I didn't mean to switch off you. I'll get back on you.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. They'll send a tight end in motion right. It's caught by Mike Evans. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. That's completed right side to Palmer. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Now 2nd and 3. In motion goes the tight end. Mayfield off the play fake. Throw left side complete. That's Evans. And Evans will have a Bucs first down as he's going to get this down to the 45-yard line. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Palmer going to go in motion left. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And there's a short one taken in by Otten. So no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And this is caught by Evans. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. In motion right, Evans. Now Mayfield. And there's a short one taken in by Otten. And he is going to have a Bucs first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion right here. Mayfield. Finding Otten once more. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Palmer going in motion right. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield got his man complete over the middle. It's Shepard. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 13-yard line. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. A run up the middle with Irving. And he is met in his tracks behind the line.
There we go.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Oh, Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing third down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
Irving is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Sometimes offensive can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Robinson with another carry. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Daniels looking to throw. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Daniels going to throw for it. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Now Daniels. Finding Ertz again. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Zach Ertz there to make the grab as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, They're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. To Evans on the slant. Now inside the 25. Mike Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans. 70 yards. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 21-17. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Commanders' offense and Jaden Daniels getting set for this next possession. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustles. Scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Daniels. And that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he fires one incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Working out of the gun, Daniels. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Jamison Crowder from 21 yards away. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So the numbers are starting to pile up here early on. We have yet to reach halftime, yet that is already now 4 touchdown passes. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was all capped off on the touchdown reception by Jamison Crowder. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Shepard. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Working out of the gun. And a catch right side by Evans. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's Mayfield. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Throwing, Mayfield. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, back to you, too, in just a bit. But first, welcome everyone to downtown Orlando and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Commanders' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
To throw is Daniels. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Throwing now is Daniels. And the throw there going to be in.
Come on, Terry. Yeah.
Adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That is caught. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. To the air goes Daniels. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Yaya Diaby. He's the one who got in there. He gets the sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Daniels. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. Will go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That pass caught by McLaurin. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 29-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Back to throw. Dan, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Pass knocked down by Antoine Winfield Jr.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it.
Come on, come on. Hey.
Looking to throw. Daniels. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Commanders went for it, but they could not pick up the first. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Mayfield now. There's a short one taken in by Otten. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try and run here with Irving. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked up on Levante David. And this one will be brought back to the 22. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
To throw, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Mayfield to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up 4th down.
And his kick here is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game.
So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on. No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Commanders preparing for their next possession.
And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Give him 30 yards there.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout, and they hook up again for another big play.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Robinson up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On the catch, it's Crowder. Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Let's go now.
Daniels looking to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA. Back now in Tampa. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. Now a 2nd and 6.
Let's go. Pack the 60. Pack the 60. Let's go.
Now Daniels. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6.
Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part, he's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. A shotgun handoff here to Irving. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Mayfield. That's taken in by Palmer. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 42. Mayfield looks to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Washington on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Mayfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. That's Quan Martin getting in there to break that one up.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Again, it's Robinson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Daniels. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 12-yard line. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. Fighting him off. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Robinson will score. Touchdown, Commanders. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard charging run, give it right back to him and let him cap things off.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it was capped off by the touchdown run for Brian Robinson.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Well, now how about this return?
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They'll look to throw here on first down. It's hauled in by Shepard. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up second down. Going to the air again with Mayfield. This is caught by Evans. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Here's Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I got you, Baker. You're done.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Throwing, Mayfield. And this is Shepard on the catch. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining.
And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Here we go on the next drive for Washington.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one.
So it's Washington getting the victory here.
And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Los Angeles Rams on Monday Night Prime Time.
If you're a Freeway fan, we're just east of the 405. One of the modern jewels of the NFL. Beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Great to have you with us in this primetime battle. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Under the lights, we'll be putting in the spotlight the running backs. These are two teams, Greg, with backs who can tote it and carry it and make guys miss. But they're going to give us a fun old-school game on the ground here tonight.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool, Mike, because, I mean, how many of these games have you and I done where we start out saying, all right, the quarterbacks, the wide receiver, these two electric passing games, that's how these offenses are built. But now we have a little bit of a throwback, and for two teams that unapologetically say, we are going to run our offense through the running back position, we don't see that so often anymore. So for two guys like us that understand and appreciate the legacy and the history of this game, I think it's kind of fun.
Here's the Minnesota offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by the number 3 overall pick back in the 2018 draft out of USC. It's Sam Darnold.
And this is the opportunity Sam Darnold's been working for. I mean, to resurrect his career after some struggles early on in New York. He's had a bit of a mixed bag, but there is no mistaking the physical talent, the arm strength, the ability to play quarterback at a high level. He has it all. There's a reason he was drafted where he was, Mike, and I think Minnesota has themselves a sleeper here at the quarterback position.
Second down and 8. Play fake to Jones, and now Darnold. Into the familiar hands of Justin Jefferson. They get 12 yards on that pass. It'll be a Vikings first down. Up the middle, here's Jones. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. Darnold. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming. and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Third and 6. Now Darnold. And that is incomplete. He was looking for T.J. Hockenson on that one. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. Wow, out of bounds, inside the 10. It's 1st and goal. An incredible play there on 4th down in their own territory. Pickup of 46 yards.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. Here's Darnold again. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Another shot at it from the 9. 2nd down and goal. Out of the gun, they give it to Jones. And he's close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him short. Put him down at the 1. Trying to cash in on this opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. It's Jones. Good blocking, and he's in. Aaron Jones. Touchdown, Vikings. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Wildcard good with the extra point. And the Vikings will take a 7-0 lead. Wildcard out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Rams offense taking the field for the first time. They're led by former #1 overall pick and Super Bowl champion with the Rams, Matthew Stafford.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my